Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of Sheriff Carmine Marcino and the men and women of the Lee County Sheriff's Office, I want to thank everyone for joining us today live in person at the school board chambers, and those of you watching us on the Lee County School District's YouTube channel. We got a very exciting program this afternoon. I'm Tony Shaw. I'm the director of the Do the Right Thing program, and again, we're very excited that you're joining us today. Before we get started, though, let's stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, and today that's going to be led by Abraham Lopez.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all. You may be seated.
All right. Thank you, Abraham. I want to begin today's ceremony by acknowledging the School Board of Lee County. Board Chair Armour Persons representing District 4. Vice Chair is Sam Fisher, who represents District 1. Melissa Giovanelli with District 2. Chris Patrica representing District 3. Debbie Jordan represents District 4. Jada Langford Fleming represents District 6. And Kathleen Morgan represents District 7. Also, Dr. Christopher Bernier, our new superintendent. We appreciate all that the board and the superintendent does for our school recognition program. Let's have a round of applause for the school board and Dr. Bernier. And the fine gentleman to my left representing Sheriff Marcino today is Lieutenant Sylvester Smalls. He's with our Youth Services Division, rather. He's been with us a long time and has been through many of these ceremonies. So let's give a round of applause to Lieutenant Sylvester Smalls. Also, the people that helped put all the trophies, certificates together and helped everybody get seated, they're members of our civilian support unit, and they are indispensable. They do a lot to help put these programs on. Let's give a round of applause to our civilian support unit. Also, the lady taking pictures today, Beth Schell, also Tiffany Wood and Heather Turco with the Sheriff's Office, along with Dave Alexander, Adam Wright, Grace Edmonds, and Adam Hodjost with the Lee County School District. They're the ones working the cameras and the sound and the lighting today. They're helping make this ceremony possible, as well as the broadcast on the school district's YouTube channel. So let's have a round of applause for everyone behind the scenes today. Also, we could not do this without our business community, the businesses and the civic organizations that step up. We don't use taxpayer dollars to do this. It's all funded through business donations. Our two major and principal sponsors are Lee County Electric Cooperative and Alliance Financial Group. So let's have a round of applause for our principal sponsors. And again, we mentioned a little earlier before we started the show, if you look at the bottom of your programs, those of you that are here today, you'll see the address of the school district's YouTube channel. Again, if you want to watch today's broadcast when you get home anytime, day or night, just go ahead and go to the address. And those of you watching us already, you know how to get onto the YouTube site. So again, thank you for that. Also, I want to reach out and again thank the school board. Also joining us today is a school board member. Every month one of the school board members, we're lucky that they're able to join us and to take part in our ceremonies. Sam Fisher is the vice chair, and he's actually one of the newly elected school board members, so this is his first ceremony with us today. So again, we thank Sam Fisher being with us, and he wants to share a few words with those watching and the parents and the students today. Sam Fisher.
Thank you, Tony. Hope everyone's doing well. Thank you for inviting me to this. This is awesome. I am so excited to see this. First of all, thank you to the kids. Thank you for doing the right thing. This is great. I'm honored to be among all of you. So I want to ask parents and the guardians if they could stand up for a second of these children. I want the kids, give your parents a round of applause. We wouldn't be here without you and the examples you set, so that means a lot. So, great. So, also the kids, I know you guys are going to do amazing things. So, Abraham, you can't have my seat yet, though. But Thank you, everyone. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Sam Fisher. All right, well, let's get started with our awards for today. That's what we're here for. The first award today goes to Abraham Lopez. Let's have a round of applause for Abraham Lopez. Come on down, Abraham. You know the drill. Stand next to the lieutenant, if you would. Abraham attends Heights Elementary School. His principal is Doug Palo, and school resource officer is Deputy Angela Postudensic. And those with Abraham, please come up front and we'll share his story. Abraham is a third grader at Heights Elementary. School resource officer, you guys can wait, yeah. Deputy Postudensic writes, Abraham is a well-mannered, hard-working student. He participates in class and also helps teach some of his peers. In the lunchroom, Abraham always goes above and beyond. He's very responsible, respectful, and picks up trash when others leave it behind. Abraham is a leader and is always doing the right thing. Abraham, thank you for picking up the lunchroom. It's something a lot of other kids don't want to do, but you lead by example. And the Lee County Sheriff's Office is very proud of you. Up next is Lucian Rangel. Let's have a round of applause for Lucian Rangel. Lucian attends San Carlos Park Elementary. His principal is Christy Cutts, and school resource officer is Deputy Stephen Hertzfeld and Deputy Colleen Layler. And will those with Lucian please come forward? Lucian is a first grader at San Carlos Park Elementary. School resource officer Deputy Colleen Layler writes, after learning another student had brought a large kitchen knife to school in his backpack, Lucian immediately notified his teacher. Lucian's actions allowed staff to locate the knife and safely investigate the incident. Lucian has been part of the San Carlos Park family since he started elementary school. He is known for being a hard worker, friendly, kind, and polite, and is always willing to help others. Lucian, thank you for stepping up to make sure everyone in your school stayed safe. The Lee County Sheriff's Office is very proud of you. Niraya Astorga is next. Let's have a round of applause for Niraya Astorga. Niraya attends Mirror Lakes Elementary School. Her principal is Amy Boback, and school resource officer is Deputy Dylan Weisinger. And those with Niraya can please come up front and we'll share her story. Niraya is a second grader at Mirror Lakes Elementary. Teacher Kelly Stumpf writes, One day in the cafeteria, Neriah saw one of our parents about to walk into a puddle of water on the floor. Neriah quickly went to Mrs. Mallory and let her know about the puddle. Mrs. Mallory was able to warn the parent about the water before they stepped in it. Mrs. Mallory told me how grateful she was regarding Neriah's timely warning. Had the parent stepped in the water, they could have easily slipped and fallen. Neriah's warning prevented a hazardous situation from becoming dangerous. Neriah, thank you for keeping this unsuspecting parent out of harm's way. The Lee County Sheriff's Office is very proud of you. Cade Pimason is next. Let's have a round of applause for Cade Pimason. Cade is a second grader at Mirror Lakes Elementary. And those with Cade can please come forward as well. Teacher Adrian MacArthur writes, Cade displays great role model skills such as using good manners, assisting peers when they need help with an assignment, as well as a great memory to remind the teacher about something she asked him to do. Cade truly does the right thing in school each and every day. He follows the classroom and school-wide rules, displays leadership skills, and works well in a small reading group by keeping everyone on track. Outside of school, Cade is a good helper to his family in the restaurant. He loves his family very much and supports them every day. Cade, you're such a wonderful role model for your school and your family. The Lee County Sheriff's Office is very proud of you. Mario Alberto Martinez is next. Let's have a round of applause for Mario Alberto Martinez. Mario attends Mirror Lakes Elementary and is also a second grader. And those with Mario can please come up front. Resource teacher Linda Kalka-Jewell writes, one day during afternoon dismissal, Mario came to me and informed me that another student had removed the grate off the sewer. On camera, we saw the student removing the grate and Mario looking at what happened and asked the student why he did that. By immediately notifying an adult, Mario prevented a very dangerous situation for students and staff had anyone tripped and fallen in. The sewer is 2.5 feet wide by 6.5 feet deep and located in a high traffic area. I was able to radio custodial staff who had to crawl down and fix the grate that was wedged at the bottom from where the student had dropped it. Mario was very thoughtful and brave to report this serious matter. I highly recommend he receive the Do the Right Thing Award. Mario, thank you for your quick thinking and your bravery. The Lee County Sheriff's Office is very proud of you. Joanna Cardoso Coelho. Let's have a round of applause for Joanna. Joanna attends Varsity Lakes Middle School. Her principal is Dr. Scott Lee Master, and school resource officers are Deputy Robert Rabbit and Deputy George Mora. And those with Joanna can please come up front. Joanna is an 8th grader at Varsity Lakes Middle. Teacher Ruth Perez writes, Joanna is responsible, respectful, and truthful. Recently, a situation arose in the classroom that something went missing. She did not hesitate to come forward and say what she had seen. Whenever a student needs a helping hand, Joanna is there. She has stood up for herself when others try to change her thinking. Joanna has shown a great amount of integrity, and many of us could learn from her. Joanna, thank you for always caring enough to do the right thing. The Lee County Sheriff's Office is very proud of you. Up next is Ethan Larson. Let's have a round of applause for Ethan Larson. Ethan attends Lexington Middle School. His principal is Kristen Bueno, and school resource officer is Deputy Jordan Howe. And those with Ethan can please come forward. Ethan is an 8th grader at Lexington Middle. Principal Kristen Bueno writes, through his actions, Ethan has made a profound impact on our community in the wake of Hurricane Ian. Ethan came to our house with his dad and church group and helped us tackle a mountain of debris in our backyard on San Carlos Island, the spoil island just before Fort Myers Beach. Ethan worked diligently for many hours cleaning up debris and assisting in the island's return to normalcy. I watched as Ethan dragged sled after sled of heavy construction material to the side of the road. Throughout his efforts, Ethan showed commitment and dedication, hard work at hand, and maintained his typical polite demeanor and maturity from start to finish. We are very proud that Ethan is part of the Lexington Lynx family. Thank you for helping those in need following a storm, Ethan. The Lee County Sheriff's Office is very proud of you. Willow Mills is next. Let's have a round of applause for Willow Mills. Willow attends Bayshore Elementary School. Her principal is Ben Osman, and school resource officer is Deputy Kelsey Waldrop. Oops. And those with Willow can please come forward. Willow is a kindergartner at Bayshore Elementary. Teacher Chelsea Chase writes, although Willow displays character that would merit this award daily, she has gone above and beyond in helping one of her classmates. Willow took the initiative to help comfort a classmate that was struggling emotionally throughout the day. Each day, Willow has been by her side giving her words of encouragement. Willow was not asked to do this. She took it upon herself to help a friend in need. Willow continues to help friends when they need help and is always encouraging and cheering on others. I am so proud to have Willow as my student and know that great things will come from her. Willow, you set a perfect example of doing the right thing, and the Lee County Sheriff's Office is very proud of you. Marvel Majesty is up next. Let's have a round of applause for Marvel Majesty. Marvel attends Sunshine Elementary School. His principal is Aaron Brandow, and school resource officer is Deputy Rodolphus Hall. And those with Marvel can please come forward. Marvel is a fourth grader at Sunshine Elementary. Teacher Lori O'Hara writes, Marvel is a pleasure to have in class. He comes in every day with a positive attitude, which is contagious. In addition, Marvel is eager to help out. When there's something that needs to be done, Marvel will jump in, offering to assist. In fact, when most kids at parent pickup are anxiously asking, when am I going home, Marvel uses the time to see how he can help me out with dismissal. Marvel is also an excellent Sunshine scholar. I often point out to my students how everyone makes a difference in the world, either for good or negative. Marvel is someone who consistently chooses to try to make our class and school a better place. Marvel, a great positive attitude will go a long way in life. Keep it up. The Lee County Sheriff's Office is very proud of you. Cason Clay is next. Let's have a round of applause for Cason Clay. Cason attends the Alva School. His principal is Dr. Nathan Shaker, and school resource officer is Deputy Donald Overby. And those with Cason can please come up front. Cason Clay is a fourth grader at the Alva School. Teacher Lisa Underwood writes, Cason exceeds academically and has perfect attendance so far this year. He is always willing to help, and his teachers report that he is on task in the classroom. One morning, Cason arrived at school with an extra Chromebook. He had noticed something lying on the side of the road and realized it was a Lee County District Chromebook that belonged to another student. Cason brought the Chromebook with him to school, hoping to find its owner. Upon further investigation, the school determined that the Chromebook belonged to a student at a different school. The parent of that student was able to pick up the Chromebook in its original condition thanks to the efforts of Cason. We are so proud of Cason for his citizenship in doing the right thing when an expensive piece of school equipment was found and returned. Cason, you made a lot of people happy by doing the right thing. The Lee County Sheriff's Office is very proud of you. Priceless Hines is next. Let's have a round of applause for Priceless Hines. Priceless is a kindergartner at Hancock Creek Elementary. His principal is Dr. Cynthia Phillips Luster, and school resource officer is Deputy Kristen Lavoie. And those with Priceless can please come up front. Teacher Susan Bell writes, since the start of the school year, Priceless has done a number of right things. On a windy day, when a girl dropped her folder and all her papers started blowing around in the wind, Priceless chased down every sheet of paper and returned it to her. On another day, when students had just finished their snack of hot dogs and milk, several boys were running around and knocked over the full large trash can, and cartons of milk scattered all over the floor. Everyone froze except Priceless, who immediately picked up the can and began shoveling the garbage back in. Again, Priceless was the only student to clean up the mess. In another incident on the PE field, 2 kindergartners were wrestling on the ground with the smallest boy on the ground being pummeled by the other boy. Priceless ran over to his friend on the ground and attempted to pull the friend away from the boy delivering punches. He was able to do so before teacher intervention. I saw this from a distance and felt very proud of Priceless. We're all proud of Priceless. Keep doing amazing things. The Lee County Sheriff's Office is very proud of you. Savannah Beauchamp is next. Let's have a round of applause for Savannah Beauchamp. Savannah attends North Fort Myers High School, where she's a senior. Her principal is Debbie Diggs, and school resource officers are Deputy Alex Aguilar and Deputy Vernon Conley. And will those with Savannah please come up front? Teacher Sam Caballero writes, Savannah is one of the most giving people I know. She has spent over $200 of her own money to provide teachers and snacks and coffee for teachers at least 4 times this semester. This is an extremely kind gesture. Savannah is very mature for her age and always has a smile on her face that brightens everyone's day that comes in contact with her. As a first-year teacher at North Fort Myers High, this is quite unexpected. I'm sure that she has been generous her entire high school career, but this has been the most impressive gesture I have seen. I know Savannah will do well with her future career as a hardworking and caring individual. I've had the pleasure of having her as one of my students and will remember her kindness for the rest of my life. Savannah, what a great gesture towards your teachers. Thank you for thinking of them. The Lee County Sheriff's Office is proud of you. UCL Hernandez Corcho is next. Let's have a round of applause for UCL Hernandez Corcho. UCL attends Tortuga Preserve Elementary School. His principal is Jennifer Shonak, and school resource officers Deputy Michelle Henson. And will those with UCL please come up front? UCL is a 4th grader at Tortuga Preserve Elementary. Teacher Adrena Dennison writes, UCL and his family are from Cuba and are fairly new to the U.S. UCL has made friends quickly and is a leader in the classroom, even with a language barrier. He displays qualities of kindness, empathy, and courage each day, even as he struggles to learn English. But he never gives up, even when the work is challenging. One day, a member of our staff fell on the ground and was in a great deal of pain. UCL immediately summoned help. He refused to leave her side and tried to comfort her as best he could. He stayed with her until the nurse came with a wheelchair to help her off the floor. During recess, our building supervisor pointed to the student. I told him UCL, and I was worried that maybe he had done something wrong. That's when the building supervisor told me what had happened in the cafeteria. My heart filled with emotion as I watched UCL playing joyfully with his friends unknowing of the impact of his actions in the cafeteria. His actions that day showed that love truly knows no language, empathy cannot be taught, and this young man absolutely displayed courage. UCL, thank you for being that leader with such a heart of gold. The Lee County Sheriff's Office is very proud of you. And our final honoree today is Josiah Ortiz. Let's have a round of applause for Josiah Ortiz. Josiah attends Tortuga Preserve Elementary and is in the 5th grade. And will those with Josiah please come up front? Teacher Alexandria Woodby writes, Josiah has a very kind heart and is willing to help anyone in need. It's been a hard time for some of our students displaced from the hurricane and also some financial hardships. This includes one of Josiah's classmates. A student of ours was verbally opening up to some of his struggles about losing his home and all of his personal possessions from the hurricane, as well as not being able to afford many necessities for school. Josiah decided to get involved and asked this young man what his clothes size was, realizing that his older brother wore about the same size. He then asked if he could donate his older brother's unneeded clothes to his classmate. Well, Josiah made it happen. When he showed up with the clothes and a nice pair of Nike sneakers, his classmate was so excited about it and expressed to me that this was a generous act of kindness, was one of the best gifts that he has ever received. Wow, Josiah, what an amazing thing you did for your classmate. Gave him something to smile about. Great job. The Lee County Sheriff's Office is very proud of you. I want to thank everyone again for attending today and for watching us on the YouTube channel. Let's give our students one big final standing ovation. All right, everyone, we're going to get the students down here for a couple of really quick group shots, and then if you all want to take individual